Hey, it's Petra. I am here with a collective reading for Pisces. Welcome. Thanks for joining me. This is for everyone, for anyone, however you're working with Pisces energy. The moon is currently in Pisces, so I'm looking at that section of the sky. And I'm going to see what is the vibration going on in the Pisces section. So apply it as it makes sense to your circumstances. I do offer personal readings. I'll put the link in the description. Thanks for subscribing to all my new subscribers. Thank you for liking and commenting and all your support. Shout out to the people who've been disliking my video. I feel like I actually finally made it on YouTube. I made it to the big time. I got some nasty comments and I was like, ooh, yes. That means I'm real on the internet. It's the measure of success. If you have trolls, if you have haters in your comment section. So shout out to y'all. And shout out to all of my beautiful Pisces who have shown support, who've found my readings useful, and been really positive. Pisces has been very vocal so far on this channel, and really asked for more readings and all that. So I appreciate you guys. What else? I think that's it. I took a little break from doing readings for the past month. I was taking care of my heart. I had some heart healing to do before I could be a clear channel for readings. So I took a break. Feels really good to be back. And checking in. Let's see. Pisces. How are you doing? How is Pisces feeling? What's the vibration for Pisces? What is the vibration? What's the vibration for Pisces? Wow. Huh. 2 aces, huh? Two aces and a knight. Ace of Swords, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Ace of Wands. Oh, Pisces. This is spicy. You've got some kind of burning truth on the tip of your tongue. It's like you're playing it cool, taking slow steps, but there's something you either really want to say or get off your chest or express, like big time news that you want to tell somebody, big feelings that you have for someone. This is like giving me sort of butterflies in your stomach feeling. Look at these 2 aces. It's on the verge of being spoken or expressed. It hasn't come out yet. The aces are potential, right? The aces are things just beginning, the very first card in the series. And you've got both of them on either side of this knight. It's kind of like, if you're not the one with something burning to say on the tip of your tongue, you might be minding your business, kind of playing it safe or playing it small or just taking small steps. And it's on the verge around you. Like there could be someone around you who's like, has really big news, has feelings for you, has a crush on you, has something to tell you that's really exciting, has a new idea that they're trying to figure out how to communicate. Like, I'm not really clear if this is you or if this is around you, Because see how this is around the Knight? Both aces are on either side. It's like Pisces, this feels like Pisces right now, being in this Knight of Pentacles. That's a Virgo, opposite of Pisces. It's like you're playing it cool. You're playing it dumb. You're playing it slow. You're playing it like you don't know what's going on. That's why I say maybe you don't. Maybe you're not aware about these two aces on either side of you. Or this is inside of you, right? These aces. It's like it's building in you. The momentum is building in you. You're working up the courage to actually say something. You're working up the courage to actually make that move or put yourself out there. It's kind of like preparing, that Virgo energy, like preparing, getting the steps right, trying to take it slow. Trying to take it slow. But there's this excitement. If it's not you, like if you don't immediately go, oh yeah, I know what that butterfly feeling is, that I'm waiting, that I'm going slow about. Like if you're not, if that's not inside you, it's around you. There's a hovering excitement around this slower preparing energy that you're in. Wow. Huh. Completion. Something's done. 10 of Swords in the world. It's like you don't realize it though. Here's this 8 of Pentacles to show up with the Knight of Pentacles. That Virgo-like energy. Focus, work. Taking small repeated steps. You may be at the finish line of something that is like you're not even really aware. You're so busy taking the steps to get there that you're maybe suddenly find yourself at the end. You're laboring, you're focused, you're paying attention to something, and suddenly it comes to a close. Suddenly you finish it. You are actually able to complete it and put it down and move on to the next. Like, huh. That's making me think these aces are not you. That's making me think that this is you, like, laboring, taking your steps, minding your business, kind of keeping your head down while you're working, being really focused. And there's this, what comes after the 10? The aces, right? So look at that. Final ending. Bright new beginning. And it's next to this kind of very oblivious, I'm focused, I'm doing my thing, I'm not worried about the outcome, I'm not worried about what it looks like, I'm just taking the necessary steps, I'm doing what I need to do. And then boom, it's impending. There's an impending, like, completion. Huh, here's another Knight. And another 10. And another 8. Wow, look at that. You've got 2 10s here in these 2 corners and 2 8s here. You're spending so much time working towards this thing. It's like you almost think it's not coming. Oh shit. It's like you're bracing yourself for it to not happen. You're bracing yourself to be disappointed. you're bracing yourself to be disappointed that it's not going to happen, that something's not going to happen. And it does. Or it is. It's on its way. It's like you're playing it small. Try not to get too hopeful. Try not to get too emotionally invested. Because you expect to be disappointed. But I'm telling you, this is super clear. 8 of Cups with the Chariot in reverse and the 10 of Pentacles in reverse. It's like incoming, this movement, this completion, this getting what you want, seeing it in the material, seeing this outcome. But these are in reverse, right? You're not seeing that. You're in this 8 of Cups energy, the walking away from things, letting things go. Oh, I don't really, I'm not invested in that outcome. It's okay if it doesn't happen. I'm letting it go. But it's on the way. The 5 of Cups with the 9 of Wands and the Knight of Cups. You're trying not to get too invested emotionally. You're trying to stay. It's like, I know how Pisces, when y'all want something, when that Pisces energy wants something, it just goes to the fullest, right? You catch feelings for someone and you're immediately thinking about this 10, happily ever after things, this being the love of your life, like, or you get your hopes up about something and you're immediately playing out all the way to the end of the scenario, right? For better and for worse. Pisces can definitely be very like, if something bad happens, oh, we're just going to go to the absolute worst extreme of what could possibly happen. So it's almost like this about yourself. You know that you don't want to get your hopes up, because too many times it's like you immediately go to the 10, to the outcome. You play it out. That fantasy life is so vivid that you can play it out all the way to the end when it hasn't even begun. And so you're like, let me not get my hopes up. Let me not get my hopes up. Let me not. There may actually be someone or something that you are just starting out with, right? You're just taking the first steps and you're trying to keep those steps baby steps. You're trying not to get too hopeful about this final outcome. You're like, let me not go there this time. So I just set myself up to get my hopes dashed, to get disappointed again, right? Knight of Cups. It's kind of like, let me put my toe in the water. Let me not jump all the way in. Let me just play it slow, play it small, play it cool. Keep a low profile. Just one step at a time. But you've got these massive cards here. The World and the Chariot with 2 10s and 2 aces. That's a lot happening. That is an opportunity that goes all the way to its full potential, right? That is finally seeing an outcome, right? That this ace, whatever this ace is that you're trying to play small or trying to keep cool or trying to not let yourself get too invested in emotionally, like, it does have the real potential to be the full opportunity. This could definitely be work, a a passion project, something that you're like a creative energy that you're trying not to get too hopeful or put too much emotional importance on. You're like, let me just mind my business and keep focusing, keep working, keep doing what I need to do. I think that's actually what's making it a real opportunity, right? When you actually keep putting in the work instead of going off into, fantasy land about it, right? There's this dynamic here about being grounded and not letting yourself get carried away emotionally so that you can stay grounded and keep putting one foot in front of the other, and that actually turning your aces into your tens, right? That actually bringing in that outcome that it's like you're trying not to fantasize about the outcome, or you're trying not to get emotionally attached to the outcome, and so that's actually what ends up creating the outcome. That is what's bringing it in. That's what's making it possible to go from an ace to a 10. We've got Pisces and Virgo. We've got like Saturn. We've got Cancer. So that's like that's interesting, seeing the world in the Chariot like that. Feels like Capricorn and Cancer, the two poles, the top of the zodiac and the bottom of the zodiac. Saturn and the Moon, these two very powerful movement cards. The Chariot is like traction, like getting traction, actually getting that forward movement. And the world is actually seeing results, actually seeing tangible, finalized, full form, fully realized. But here you are in the middle with the Nine of Wands and the Knight of Cups and the Five of Cups. It's like, I'm not gonna let myself go there. I'm not gonna let myself think about it like that. I'm not gonna let myself even dare to hope or you're like, I'm not gonna get connected. I'm not gonna let myself get attached just to get disappointed again. Yeah, but it's that action of putting your head down and focusing and taking it step by step that actually makes it real, that actually makes that outcome a real possibility. It's gathering around you. That sounds weird, but that's what it looks like. I see you putting your head down and being focused, and this energy gathering around you of aces turning into tens. Awesome. That's really awesome. I like it. That is how that works too. Like when you're not trying to make things happen, when you don't have, your heart set on something, and you're not like getting attached to something that hasn't happened yet, right? That's when that thing can actually happen, because you actually keep going. You keep taking the steps and doing the things that are necessary. Right? You're like, let me take this step and then see how I feel. Let me take this step and then see where I'm at. let me take the next step. And if you're focused on that, right, you actually end up traveling towards the thing instead of, oh, I want to be over there, but I'm just going to stay focused on what's over there from here. You never actually take the steps to get there. It's a lot of balancing of the Pisces energy with the Virgo energy. So your polar opposite is Virgo. And I think, we're going to hit Virgo season next month, or, after Leo season. And I think there's a bunch of planets going, like Mars and Venus are going into Virgo. So it's something about that, getting down to business, paying attention to the small, like step-by-step processes. That's going to be really grounding for Pisces. It's going to take Pisces out of the ethereal realm into the actual physical taking steps realm. And that's when you actually do see dreams come true. That's when you actually do this butterfly feeling that it's like potential actually gets realized and made real. It's not real yet. Right? This is you, the Knight. The Knight's paying attention and focusing, and this 10 of Pentacles with the Chariot, it's not real yet. It hasn't arrived yet. It's gathering around him because he's focused. Yeah, look at that. The World with the Two of Swords in reverse on the split. You don't see it coming, and that's what brings it in. Or you're not focusing on it. You're not paying attention to it. And that's what allows you to keep doing the things you need to do that actually bring it in. Okay, what is Pisces? What is your clearest pathway forward? What is the clearest pathway for Pisces? Yeah, not getting invested. Not getting invested and not getting distracted. It's like the clearest pathway forward is like having confidence, the Emperor, and being really humble, Page of Wands. It's this combination of like staying power, right? Staying the course, knowing that you can have these 10s, knowing that it is possible for you, but staying really humble, right? Staying willing to do the work, the groundwork, the nitty gritties, the small, like be willing to play it small because you're big, right? It's that balance of like big, confident energy and small, humble energy with these two cards. And it's like, don't even pay attention to the distractions. There's this distraction or something pulling you potentially back into some kind of, what is this? It's like there's some dynamic, the Star in reverse, the Five of Pentacles in reverse. There's some dynamic here that's like you not standing on your own 2 feet, I think this is the getting carried away in how it could be or how it should be, or getting carried away by your fantasies. And so therefore, remaining in a position where you're really dependent on people. There's something here of like letting yourself, not living up to your own potential, right? It's like, be humble as a way of getting out of that. Be humble yourself, Pisces. Stay humble. I mean, it appears that you are doing the work that's necessary, and this is really like, stay humble. Like, this is not, no one's gonna come rescue you. This is not a fantasy. This is not a dream come true story where it just, you cut from one scene to the next. Like, this is connecting the dots and actually taking all the steps necessary to get there. And this is wanting to just be rescued, given some kind of like, getting to skip over all the hard work. Like, right, this is like, humble yourself, make yourself willing to do, stay willing to do all these little steps to get there. Just because you can see far doesn't mean you don't have to do the work to get there. Humble yourself so that your imagination doesn't take you out of reality, and put you in these situations where you're like depending on people, or like waiting on people, or like, it's weird. That's a weird combination of cards. And then this is a weird combination of cards too. It's kind of like the Emperor with the 8 of Swords and the 3 of Cups. Don't get distracted by other people having success, by other people getting to, celebrate their hard work, celebrate their wins. Know that what's for you is for you. Like, have confidence enough to stay humble. Right? There's this tendency here to be like, oh, everybody's getting what they wanted. Why isn't it happening for me? Why am I not getting what I wanted? This is a lot of like petty sort of jealousy that does absolutely nothing except prevent you from moving forward, right? This is looking at other people celebrating their success in a way that just keeps you paralyzed. Don't do that, Pisces, right? Be the Emperor. Be the Emperor who's not even paying that any mind. He can celebrate people's successes with them because he knows what's for him is for him. And it's innate, right? You can't take the Emperor's power away from him. This is power. This is someone who knows their power. This is the Aries card. It's like, other people's successes have nothing to do with you. It means nothing about you and your successes. The Emperor is untouchable. It's like, be so sure. It's such a funny balance. This is such a funny balance. Be so sure of yourself on the one hand, and also on the other hand, be very humble and, not like, I mean, I guess that's the thing about balance, right? True confidence allows you to be humble. It doesn't eclipse the hard work that it takes to get, right? Be confident enough in your dreams, in these aces, in this passion, in this butterfly feeling. Like, be confident enough to put in this groundwork, to take the first steps, to make the first attempts to try to be willing to start and be a beginner. If you're always looking to the end, if you're always looking to the full, like I was talking about, like Pisces just is like, sees someone and catches feelings and is like, that's my end all be all, right? You know that gets you in situations where you are depending on people, you're putting way too much on people, you're projecting onto them, you're reading into the situation, and you can't go anywhere like that, right? You can only move forward when you're willing to put a foot out there and be like, oh, I don't know. I am new at this. That's such a funny balance. I mean, I guess that is how things work, right? Okay. Pisces. We're gonna see, what is your power stance? What is the power stance for Pisces? The power move. What energies can Pisces work with to go in this direction? We're gonna pull a cosmic card or a planetary card, and then an animal card, and a rune stone for Pisces power move. These are really too big to shuffle like this, but still I try. Okay, Pisces, what is your power move? What is the power stance for Pisces? Earth. Grounding. Come down to earth. I mean, that's exactly what I was saying about Virgo. Use that Virgo energy, your opposite energy, come the fuck down to earth. Yeah, and look, Taurus is on the other side. Another earth sign. Come down to earth, Pisces. The more you can take the small necessary steps and take it step by step and keep your focus on the here and now instead of the future or your fantasies and projections, it's like that literally manifests or makes real the exact outcome that you are trying not to fantasize about. That's a dangerous reading. Like, that's kind of a mind fuck. Like, how are you supposed to... I shouldn't have said that. I shouldn't have said that. I should have just said, mind your business and keep your head down, right? Because now you're thinking, oh shit, I can actually have that thing that I've been wanting. Like, yes, if you stay focused on what you're doing in the here and now instead of on that thing you want. Okay, what is Pisces power stance? What is the power stance for Pisces? Ooh, Cancer. Look at that. There's that water earth, that Cancer, this like Cancer Capricorn axis. The humpback whale. Deep wisdom, intuition, ancestors, family generations, and dreams. That's a beautiful combination. And look how similar this earth image looks to this moon. It's a very opposite union of that earth water axis, that earth water energy of being really practical and dreaming really big, right? Staying grounded and traveling and letting yourself dream. Intuition. This is also making me think about how Cancer is also a water sign, right? Pisces is mutable water, Cancer is cardinal water. And this is very powerful, like in control of those tides and those emotions, right? Like Cancer is very different from Pisces. And this is asking you to be very mature, very practical. Like Cancer is the practical emotional sign. It's like that's being able to look at things from out the surface of the water, being able to look down into the water and see and kind of control is not quite the right word. I mean, it is, because here's the Chariot, right? That is about control. It's about having this harnessing ability to work with these lower underneath currents and ride them and work with them so that you can get where you want to go, right? So it is control, but it's not control of other people. It's self-control, right? This is not a manipulative energy like a lot of cards can be manipulative. No, this is simply having enough self-control or enough understanding of the currents that you're working within in order to get where you're trying to go, right? Like, I think Pisces can be very like way out in the, Pisces to me is more like somebody riding a river raft, right, down this river that they're just having the time of their life, but not really directing the boat, like not really directing where this raft is going. It's just getting carried by the current. This is somebody rowing hard against, currents and charting the wind so that they can get exactly to the point that they were going, and doing the math necessary and adjusting the sails and right, it's that kind of control. That kind of organization of the self and the emotions that are moving through you. So it's almost like that's the conundrum that I just kind of ran into before, right? Don't give up on your dreams. Don't, you don't have to be like, oh, I'm not going to fantasize about things, or I'm not going to think about that thing that I want, that is giving me butterflies, right? You can let yourself dream. You can let yourself engage in that emotional, like you can let yourself go out into those waters if you stay grounded, right? If you stay in control of where you're going in those waters, right? No, don't let that current take you. You can totally go there. Just stay doing the things. Like, yes, you do need your dreams. You need to not give up on your dreams. You need to stay active in the things that excite you and pull you and get you, like your drive, what gets you going, right? Whatever this attraction is, whatever this excitement is, that's important. That doesn't mean you have to get emotionally invested, right? It's a big difference. That's the answer to this dynamic here, right? This getting carried away by your vision of something to the point that you sort of lose yourself in it. Become dependent on it, get attached. This is like going deep, right? Going the distance emotionally, but knowing that you're charting out there, right? Knowing that you're charting out there and knowing how to get there. Staying down to earth and opening your heart and being emotionally invested. Allowing yourself to get emotionally invested. Like, whales care a lot, right? Cancer cares a lot. Basically, you're not fooling anybody. You want this thing, right? Don't try to resist how much you care about it. Just stay grounded in the here and now, in the things that you're doing to get there. That's all. You can let yourself fully take that trust fall, right? You see how this humpback whale is like breaching. That's what they call it, I think, right? When they jump and then fall back into the water. It's like a trust fall. It's like falling backwards into something, right? You can let yourself fall in love. You can let yourself entertain these exciting, passionate new ideas that this butterfly feeling. Entertain it. Don't cut yourself off from that. Don't hold back. Just stay humble and confident so that you will actually take the steps necessary to get there. Let's round out the power stance with a rune. What's a rune stone for the power stance for Pisces? Love it. Pear throw. The beautiful, abundant possibilities of the great unknown. Talk about trust fall. Talk about going somewhere you've never gone before. Talk about things being possible in a new way, a door being open in a new way, things being lining up around you that you can't see. There's this gathering energy around you. It's like the more you ground yourself down into these daily activities or small things that physical things that you're doing, steps that you're taking, it's gathering this sort of unseen energy around you that is full of potential. It's full of possibility. It's very rich, fertile. Like, fertile soil is really dark, right? This is darkness. This is the unseen, the unknown. Like, think about when you're sitting around a campfire and you can only see the people standing directly around the campfire, right? You can only see that little sphere where there's light. But the minute you step out of that sphere, you can see the whole surroundings, right? It's like you're in this little focus bubble. And these deep dreams, deep, almost inheritances, like, this says to me you have unseen forces working to support these steps that you're taking, right? Ancestors, potentially, unseen forces, things that you're not aware of, that are able to work in your benefit the more you come down to earth and stay present in the moment and keep putting one foot in front of the other. You've got this lining up expansion too. This is a rune of expansion and things going from one way to a whole new reality, right? Stepping across a threshold, being initiated, being taken into the big leagues, like big times, right? You see how it opens up the way the rune is shaped. Yeah, it's like you can see Pisces, right? You know, you feel it. Like when you look in someone's eye or meet someone or shake their hands or step into a room, right? You get that feeling. You can just feel who they are, what they mean to you, or there's these like flashes that you get, and that's divine, right? That's right. You can trust those feelings. But that doesn't excuse you from having to do the step-by-step work to get there, right? And I think something that can happen when you have that level of vision or intuition or insight that a Pisces can have, or that Pisces energy just has in general, right? Like, it can be distracting almost. It can be distracting. Like, I see the end result, but how do I get there? And this is just very encouraging that like every step you take, every little step that you take, the more Virgo-like energy you can channel of checking off the little things on the to-do list, staying focused on the implications of what you're doing, like the real practical physical implications that your steps that you're taking. That is what connects you to these big, beautiful, heart swelling dreams and feelings and attractions that you feel. Like, it's not separate. That is the pathway there. That Virgo energy is the pathway to that Pisces energy. That's how we get there. That's how we see our dreams. That's how we get our aces into the real world, right? That's how you make dreams a reality, is that Virgo Pisces axis. Beautiful. It's also making me think, like, collectively as a reading, right, that the things that we're doing right now during the upcoming Virgo season, right, like not just the sun in Virgo, but we're also going to have Mars and Venus in Virgo, and then Mercury in there somewhere, I'm sure. All that Virgo energy, it's like it's concentrating here in this part of this time. It's making me feel like come Pisces season in 6 months from now, those little actions are going to matter a lot. Like, they're going to transform people's entire world. Like, what you do in the next couple of months, small things, small habit changes, diet changes, location changes, daily routine changes, scheduling changes that are made. It's like, it's a critical time to do that. It takes these things that are possibilities and potentials, and come Pisces season, that will become a reality. It's incoming. It's like hovering. And all you have to do to make those big dreams a reality is just small focus, stay focused, keep going, step after step. Yes, you feel it. Keep going. Yes, don't get distracted by the bigness of what you feel. Keep going. Keep it small. Keep it steady. Don't get rocked off course. Don't compare yourself to others. There's no comparison. Keep going. Keep taking steps forward. Slow and steady wins the race, right? Okay, Pisces. All right. I like it. I think that's it for tonight. I hope that was helpful. I will see you next time. Like I said, I am doing personal readings. I'll put the link for that in the description. Check me out there. And yeah, I'll see you around.